Previously on Grassroots, the rookie season.
I'm going to be sharing my experience all throughout Speed Week, and it starts right now with Roadkill.
If you want to see part 1 in its entirety, click the link below. At this point of Speed Week, I've already experienced Roadkill and 3 days of reveals by Dodge. I was in full Mopar mode. The spectating was over and it was time to get behind the wheel.
All right, hey, what's up? We're here in Milan, Michigan. It's the 5th race of the season for the Modern Street Hemi Shootout. We had a little bit of a break. It's been about 2 months since we last raced. Honestly, I didn't really take advantage of that time. As you can see, we're gonna still be prepping the car. I gotta put my skinnies on. It was a problem getting tires. I got them the day before I left, had them mounted when I got down here, and now I'm gonna put them on the car.
Things got off to a rough start. I couldn't get one of my lug nuts off to mount my skinnies. Let's just say some tools were broken. While I was giving the engine a quick once over, I found that my catch can was loose on my valve cover, which unfortunately meant that the valve cover was coming off. As I was loading the car into the trailer, my carbon fiber cold air intake fell off. I guess I didn't have it tightened enough. Fortunately for me, Chris, owner of Legmaker Intakes, he's an active sponsor who races in the Hemi Shootout, and he brought me a replacement to the event. By the time that I was finally ready to race, I only got 1 test pass in before they shut down the track.
We're back in Milan for the 2nd day of the Hemi Shootout. Yesterday started off a little bit rough. We're just a little bit too fast. We're gonna try and slow it down a little bit. We're gonna try a variety of things to see what works. The main goal is to be consistent for the day. So we're gonna be shooting for 12.5 all day long, whether it's bracket or 12.5 class. The goal is gonna be 12.5 all day. We're just gonna try and be consistent with that. And we just gotta do a little bit of prep work. We'll have a driver's meeting soon, and then track will get hot. And then we'll see who will come out on top today.
Togetherness, for lack of a better way of putting it, when you're done with this this weekend, because we all become really close, and we'd love to have new people come out. And we're pretty laid back, but when it comes to drag racing, we want to win, right? So we're going to teach you guys how to lose today, and then you can win next time.
We're about to get started with today's activities. We are in the staging lanes for the first round of qualifying for the bracket class. As you can see, it's one big class here. Seems to be a great attendance for today. Might be the biggest event of the year so far. Just going to do a quick walk down the staging lane and show everyone who made it out here today.
How'd it go? 1251.
Yep.
That's gonna be right there.
It's gonna be right there.
Right there for the 1250
What do you think?
class.
Did you go deep?
Yeah.
So you went deep.
And I was on the throttle a little bit to bring the RPMs up.
Yeah, I mean,
If that's, we just got to work on just bringing the reaction time down a little bit. That's perfect. That's a winner all day.
First qualifying pass for the bracket class went well. I'm shooting for 1250 regardless, and I got a 1251. This is the 12.5 class for today. It's probably the biggest I've ever seen it. Definitely some familiar faces here from past events. I know it's going to be some tight competition, so there's really no room for error right here. That's the guy we're going after. That's Jotan. He's first in points. I'm in third, and our second place driver is not in today, but he will be at Maryland as far as I've heard. We got some more cars pulling in now for the 12.5 class. So it's definitely going to be a battle today. It's probably the biggest class here, and we'll see what everybody's got. Back in the staging lanes after our first qualifying pass for 1250. Unfortunately, I went a little too fast, 1246. So we put a 50-pound weight into the trunk, and I'm going to test it out now in the second qualifying pass for bracket class. I just showed Gary the time slip and went over the plan for moving forward. We noticed that my 60-foot slowed down a little bit. I don't think that I got the RPMs up. I'm trying to launch a little bit harder, but I definitely didn't feel it as good as I did the passes before. So for this second qualifying pass for the 12.5 class, I'm just gonna make sure that I get the RPMs up a little higher than I did before, and hopefully have a better launch. After running 1240 in the second qualifying for the 12.5 class, the only change I made was I put another quarter tank of gas. I'm sitting like right under a half a tank right now. My last pass was a 1240. I'm trying to get up to 1250. We'll see how that does, and you know, everything else has been going pretty good. I'm just going a little too fast. But I'm gonna treat this bracket class as another qualifying pass for the 1250, just a test pass. If I win, great. But I'm really here for the 1250, so that's what I'm going to focus on doing. I'm just going to treat this bracket class as another chance to get 1250 before we go into eliminations. Right now I'm doing my first round eliminations for bracket. I dialed in at a 1251. Alright, this is it. This is what we came here for. Last pass was bracket eliminations. I dialed in at 1251 and I ran a 1251.6. I won by 8 thousandths of a second. It was a super close race. It was the first time I ever actually hit my dial-in time. I left everything the same. I'm shooting for that 1250 now. This is first round eliminations of the 1250 class. I'm going up against a 6.4 Charger here. Back in the staging lanes, made it past the first round eliminations for bracket with a 1251, dialed in at a 1251, so that was an awesome pass. For my bracket class, 1250, I saw that my opponent was falling behind, so I actually got on the brakes at the end. I ran a 1266. So back in the bracket class now, second round. I'd like to go all out so I can kind of get a test pass and see what to do for the 1250 class. I'm gonna run all out unless I see that my competitor's really far behind. Then I might just make the call to go on the break. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure what happened there with the second round eliminations of bracket. I had a bad reaction time. The car went nowhere. I just tested it down the road a little bit to make sure that it launched okay. Everything seems all right. I'm getting called now for second round eliminations. Hopefully it goes better this time. Everything went right. Second round eliminations for 12.5. Not only did I win, but our points leader lost, so he's out. I'm now second in points, and I believe one more win could get me in the lead. So I just want to keep going as far as I can. Obviously, I want to take it all the way, and the more wins I get, the more points I'll have, obviously. And I could head into Maryland points leader, maybe with a nice little lead. We'll see how far I go. I made it the farthest I've ever made it in the 1250 class. I made it to the semifinals. I chose left lane. I had lane choice. I'm choose the left. I had better success there today. And I threw another 50 pounds in the back because my last pass, I ran a 1256 on the break. So I'm still too fast. We'll see if the weights help. But yeah, I'm just happy to be this far. I mean, it's always fun to win. Just like going up little by little as I go along this season, making it further and further. And hopefully I walk away with the win, but I'm just really happy with how I made it this far today.
I finally made it to the finals. There was a lot of lessons to get to this point. I feel like all season I showed up to each event with a different car. Things were finally going well. I was making all the right adjustments. I had my coach Gary guiding me along the way. It was now later into the evening when we would run the final race. I would continue making adjustments all the way until the end.
As you can guess, I won. I can't believe I just won. Dude, that was such a race. What was mine? Oh man.
That's what I've run all day long. Congrats, bro.
Thank you, man. I can't believe I'm racing in King of the Hill.
I got
7. Who's a 7? Eric?
Rock, paper, scissors. Flip the coin. We got to do.
And 8. Matt.
Here we go. The 5 for 300.
Wow, what a day. I won. I can't believe I actually won. I won with a junkyard car, so that's cool. That was my dream. I think I took the points lead. I got to double check on that, but I'm super pumped to win. It was a really big class. I think it was like 20 cars today, maybe 18. But I walked away with a win, so I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I did try King of the Hill, and I red lit for the first time ever, but it is what it is. I'm just happy to win my class. That's what I came here for. Direct connection street class, and I think I got the points lead, so that's pretty cool too. I'm super grateful for all the people that helped me. Like I can't express, how much I appreciate Gary from dragcoach.com, Chris from Legmaker Intakes, Jim from True Street Performance, my buddy Tim from Plus Zero Motorsports, like all the people that helped me get here. And I'm just so excited to get a win, and now we'll see what happens in Maryland, see if I can get the championship.
As if it wasn't a crazy enough week already, we had one more thing left to do, and that was the Woodward Avenue Dream Cruise. This was really special this year because a lot came together. We had the Hemi N Sanity car show, which Dodge was a part of. They brought a lot of display from what they had just unveiled, so whoever didn't get a chance to go to unveiling was able to see it. And on top of that, we had everyone from the -3 Hemi Shootout. Everyone who raced previously in Milan came over to the Hemi N Sanity car show. We even had our award ceremony there.
SRT Addicts Green. Where's my man Matt? FYI, Matt Green is basically have about a year of racing under your belt? Special documentary series, something along those lines on Dodge Garage, following his progress through modern 3 Hemi Shootout events. I can't wait to see this episode of you winning.
I got to take home one of these. It was the first time that I ever won anything in racing. I was happy to take first place in my class. This meant a lot to me because I've just been struggling all season. I came in with a car that wasn't competitive, junkyard car, didn't know what I was doing, got some coaching, and to finally have a first place win in my rookie season, which also brought me to be the points leader. It was a really special moment for me, and I just can't believe that I'm in this position. I don't think any rookie has ever won a championship before in the Hemi Shootout, so it'd be cool to be the first. Something I set out for in the beginning of the season. I don't know why I thought that I could do it, but I believed in myself even though I had no racing experience at all, and I'm in this position. So I'm going to take the next race very seriously. I'm going to do everything I can to hold this spot. It's only one race to go. It's the championship, so it doesn't get any more real than that. And I basically just got to hold my spot. There's only one person who can take it away from me, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it doesn't happen.